Hello everyone, once again this is Dash here with another ARC official informational gift. Today we are doing Reaper Impregnations. You can see I've got a lot of people in comms with me, however they cannot be heard because I have my stuff set up that way. You'll see them lighten up and you'll hear me responding to them all the time. But what you need to do is you need to find a Reaper of sufficient level. Myself, and the rest of my tribe, we usually go for 135 plus. And then what you do is you have to whittle her down. Reaper Queens, and they're found in the radiation zone on Aberration. What you need to do is magnifying glass goes a long way with these things. And you need to whittle them down to about 2,000 health. Okay, and if you have a trap like the one that we're using here, you can get impregnated by the same Reaper multiple times. This is how a lot of people do it. And it's a very simple trap design, and it's very effective. And once we start getting pregnant, you'll go ahead and see exactly what has to be done. Now you see me keep using my spyglasses because you need to get the queen below 2,000 health. So she is now at 1,096 health. So now what we need to do, Mark, stay in render of that, please, real quick. I'm going to go abort my baby real quick. There's only one way to abort a baby. You just remove your hazard, take a little bit of radiation damage, then put it back on. That's the only way that you can lose a Reaper baby, is if you take any radiation damage. Okay, apart from that, you can die, you can everything. And right now, Mark has a shield equipped. And he is going up. You need to be a little bit closer, right there. And do you see the pink glow that is going around her? Not the edge of my screen, mind you. Just around her. When you have that, that means that she is ready to give. She's ready to get people pregnant. And normally, what happens if she does not have a player-made structure beneath her? Then after she gets somebody pregnant, she will burrow and she's gone. So getting her to stand on a player-made structure and then going through the whole process of whittling her down, getting her ready to where she's able to impregnate you, that's what allows you to do multiple Reaper impregnations from one Reaper. So Mark just went through, got his. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and get mine. You need to make sure that you have your shine off, because if she has shine on her, she will not get you pregnant. What you do is you just get close enough for her to sniff you. Well, she's running away from me at this point in time, but you let her sniff you, and then you need to have clear line of sight with her center point. That's the only part that matters, is that you have line of sight with her center point. Okay, her center point is actually just below, it's about at her knee level. So some Reaper traps are kind of horrible. But this one right here, see right here? She goes ahead, she grabs me, and then bam. Injects me, you drop down to 1 health. So as soon as you drop down, make sure you pull your shield back up, because she has killed people before. And then you eat your food and your drink and your health potions, and then you're good. And now, Jen, go ahead and go up there. Okay, Shy, you going up there? Yeah, I'll cut mine back on. I will in a moment. And then there's Shy, going ahead and get pregnant. And then bam. So that's 3 people who have now gotten pregnant by the same queen. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this video now, and then I am going to restart this video at about 30 minutes remaining on my offspring gestation. Oh, one thing that I'm going to point out before I go any further. If you notice down here on the lower right hand side, it says offspring experience. 0 experience and +0 in parentheses. You need, after you get pregnant by your queen, whatever she is, you need to go out and kill stuff. Reaper Queens and Spinos are the best. Is anybody else getting pregnant right now? Like this instant? Or am I good to climb back up off this rock so she... Okay. Okay, so you need to make sure that you go out and you kill stuff equivalent to, I think it's 5,200 or 52,500 experience, and it's plus 75 levels. So in the lower right hand corner, you can see right now it says +0. You need to get that to where it says plus 75. As soon as you get it to plus 75, your Reaper has gained the max amount, and it will gain 75 levels off of whatever queen you have. Like this one right here is a 145 queen. Once we get these 75 levels, she's going to come out at 220. The Reaper King, not she. He is going to come out 220. A max level Reaper is 150, and with the plus 75, the max amount of levels that you can get will come out 225. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pause this video now, and then we will reconvene. Oh, uh, yeah. Killing baby gigas. If you have a bunch of baby gigas saved up, one baby giga right now during this event, we're currently on the Fear Evolved 4. One baby giga of sufficient level, like above level 100 and yeah, okay, above level 280. Thank you, Uthad. Above level 280, you will instantly get all 75 levels applied to your Reaper. It only goes off of kill experience. If your Dino kills a Spino, you will get half the normal experience. Whereas if you shotgun the Spino, you will get the full experience. So it's good to have a shotgun when you're going ahead and doing these things. But yes, I'm going to stop, and I will reconvene in a moment. Hey everybody, it's Dash here once again, continuing the Reaper Impregnation video. So if you notice in the lower right hand corner of my screen, I didn't start at the 30-minute mark because that would be a really long video. I'm only going to the 15-minute mark. So the way we do it is you have to make sure that you completely strip all of your gear off, including the stuff on your action bars. You need one Reaper pheromone. You get these from killing the Reaper Queens on Aberration. And it's only the Reaper Queens, the ones that are down in Red Zone. It doesn't work for the Subterranean Reaper King, the Surface Reaper King, the Elemental Reaper King, or the Alpha Reaper King. You can only get the Reaper pheromone glands from killing the Reaper Queens. So the way we do it is you only need one pheromone for the entire baby phase. So what I do is I went ahead and got a good amount of meat before I started this video. I get, a little bit over a fridge and a half of raw meat, and then I get some salt as well. And this right here is farmer's version of the Reaper birthing room. Okay, so it's just a 2x3 with a door on one side. It's 4 high, and then inside we have the little airlock. This right here is 2 wide, 1 deep, and you go over your 3 high wall to be in here. And this is a 2x2. And every single time that I've given birth to a Reaper, it always goes over to this corner. So your forward left. That's where the Reaper's always going to go. So if you have Like, you just pop it out into a room, it'll go forward and left. So we've got a little bit of time to spare. But yeah, you want to make sure you get about well, right now we're on 2x in 2x breeding in the Fear Evolved event. So take that into consideration when you do this. Everything is going to raise twice as fast. You need to make sure you have sufficient amount of food for the Reaper that you're birthing. Normally on 1x we'll take a fridge of cooked meat and a fridge of raw meat. And normally that will be good enough to sufficiently feed your Reaper while it's raising through baby phase. So I'm going to go ahead and mute and do a little odds and ends around the base, make sure my troughs are filled and all that. And I'm just going to keep it muted, but we're going to get through this together. That's the one problem with having troughs like this, is I just dumped all that raw meat. It's a farmable resource. Okay, so we're kind of getting down to the wire here. As you can see, we've got under 10 minutes remaining. Under 9.5 now. So, the one thing that I would like to say for this is the Reaper pheromone, this the only one that you're going to use. It has a 5-minute timer. So once you take it, you've got 5 minutes of the buff, or debuff, whatever you want to consider it. So what I normally do is I will wait until about 4.5 minutes to 4 3/4 minutes remaining on my gestation, and then I will eat the pheromone. What that does is that gives you 15 to 30 seconds to claim the Reaper baby before it eats you. It's the whole purpose of doing it this way, is to allow the Reaper to eat your body. Because when it does that, it takes all of the raw meat you have in your inventory and it puts it on the Reaper, making it so that way you don't have to feed it at all for its baby phase. It just kills you, takes all the meat, and bam, it has enough meat on it to last the entire baby phase. And then once 10% comes around, it turns into non-aggressive, and you can put it with the rest of your meat eaters. The other way to do this is to eat the pheromone at like a minute remaining, so that way when the Reaper pops out, you've got a long time and you just cryo it. As soon as you cryopod a Reaper baby, it loses all of its aggressiveness, and then you can raise it like any other dino, where you just hand feed it the entire time. However, if you don't want to do it that way, then you gotta let it kill you, so that way it takes your meat. The issue with it killing you is you have to keep the Reaper baby in render. Because of its aggressiveness, you have to keep it in render or it will disappear. Like right now, my wife's account is online, feeding a baby Theri, as you saw a little bit ago. So that's going to be keeping it in render while I go out and do missions and farm meat, get hex, all that good stuff. So keep that in mind. If you're doing it this way, echo dismiss. If you're doing it this way, you have to keep it in render. It's very imperative that you keep it in render, otherwise it disappears. So I waited until 4 minutes and 40 seconds for this one. As you can see, it's still got the 5 minutes for the Reaper buff. But yeah, we're working through this. Right now it's just a waiting game, and I apologize for the length of the video on this one, but I wanted to make sure that I got everything included. Okay, as you can see, we're down to under 20 seconds remaining. Claim it, and then export it. And then you stand over here. So that way, as soon as your Reaper pheromone wears off, it becomes aggressive and kills you. And it has now eaten my person, and I just respawn. And that right there is all there is to it. What you can do, if you really want, is you can grab another pheromone, go ahead and eat it, and then you can go in there. As long as you, the person who birthed it, has a pheromone on, the baby will not be aggressive to you. So you can come in here and bam. Uh, that's a glitch. But it has all of this in its inventory, and it was just born, although it says 41.2%. That's a little bit weird. I've never seen that before. Um, I might have an issue here. But yeah, no, that's about it. I hope you guys got everything you needed from this video. Uh, Make sure you hit the subscribe button so that way you can tell when I drop a new video. Other than that, stay safe and keep on surviving.